This movie was about
Lights, camera, action is going down. For my ATL movies, when we run this town with your host, T Wil, yeah, keeping it real. From the A to the screen, you can feel the thrill. Rolling with the classics, we're setting the pace. Highlighting the magic of our soulful space. Got the vibe, got the crew, making it tight. When the screen lights up, everything feels right. Grab your popcorn, let's make it loud. T Wil, T Wil. It's movie time, ATL style. Stand proud. From the silver screen to the hearts we steal. T Wil, T Wil. Every frame we capture is a real deal. Yeah. Talking premieres where the stars align. ATL views, yeah, they really shine. Behind the lens, capture.
welcome to Sippin Tea with T Wil and Miss Una. Miss Una, how you doing tonight?
I am better than before. So
Okay.
best day of my life.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to see it. As always, you're just so fresh. So hey, I'm sure everybody's glad to see you.
Clean. Look, I got a prop. It don't even work. I got a prop. It don't even work. I don't even know how to work it. But
Don't feel bad. I got a friend of mine who his mic wasn't working on one of our episodes. It was one of the funnier episodes.
Oh, so. I've never worked it. How about that?
No, it's okay.
It's just a prop.
You can learn. You're gonna learn it. You'll be a pro. You'll be a pro. By the end of all this, you'll be a pro. So we got a litany of topics to talk about tonight. We are talking about, well, what happens if a woman asks a man to dinner? Is she responsible to pay if she asks? Now, I've been married 32 years, so I'm a little bit out of the game. But back in my day, it didn't matter if the woman asked or not, the dudes were paying. Now, I don't know about these newfangled rules and all of that stuff. We'll get into that. We'll get into some online dating horrors that you were telling me about, Miss Una. Also, if you guys don't know, it's the Unk Fest in New York City. That's right. Jay-Z it's the Unks are out. Unks would probably be, I define Unk as anybody 40 and older, but they're going to be out this weekend.
They're going to have their FUBU on. They're going to have their Nietzsche on.
Oh, wow. For us, by us. Oh, wow. Okay.
They're going to wear their
Okay. But they're going to be out. Jay-Z has a 3-day concert. I think last night he did the Blueprint, 30th anniversary of was it the Blueprint or no, it was Reasonable Doubt. Tonight's the Blueprint. Mm-hmm. And then tomorrow, I forget what it is, but it's a 3-day concert. Going to be at Yankee Stadium. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some TV series that are coming out this week. The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is this week. And I believe the ESPYs, are this week.
No soccer?
We can talk about the World Cup.
You don't care about the World Cup?
We can talk about the World Cup. Well, the United States lost, right? So I'm kind of like...
You know why the United States lost.
Yeah, I know.
Because somebody put their toe in the sauce.
Yeah, they did. Take back that red card.
Exactly.
We'll talk about movies this week, and we'll talk about 2 very current events stories that I don't want to spoil, so I'm not going to get into them, but they are really interesting, trust me. But anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. So, Miss Una, tell you what. A woman asks a man out for a date. They work together. They're in their 30s. They're both college educated and they do their TPS reports. And, they like each other. And it's a new world. It's 2026. And she asks him to dinner. And they go to dinner. And his expectation once they get there is that she pay for it. Now, this was to her chagrin, but it brought up a conversation that I think we're going to have today. And that is, well, let me just ask you, and not that you'd have to, I mean, I don't think you'd ever have to ask a guy out. But let's say you were feeling frisky or whatever. You're in the moment and you do it and you ask a guy out. Are you expecting to pay?
Well, here's the scenario.
Okay.
So what I saw was this man had already been on a date. Okay.
With this woman?
With this woman.
Okay.
And he's saying with his entire chest. First of all, he took about 2 minutes to explain the whole thing because he knew it was going to be a kerfuffle. So he's saying, you know, she's acting like she wants to spend time with me and, you know, and ask me out. I go pick her up, we go out, and then she's expecting me to pay. Now, why? Now, I don't know if this is the bedazzled boys that's going on in 2026, but why in the heck would any man, I mean, is chivalry really dead? Why would a man expect a woman to pay? It's a small amount for my time, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, so you know, like I said, back in my day, I mean, this wouldn't even be a conversation. But I have heard some folks to say that, yeah, you know, and this was women, you know, hey, if I ask a guy out on a date, I expect to pay for it. Now, again, two schools of thought here. Number one, he didn't ask you, right? So, and I think the women back in my day did it a little different. They might not have asked, but they might hint like, "Oh, I really love that restaurant," which really means,
or are you coming to get me, or
right,
are we going back out, or it's not. The topic is somebody's asking the topic on YouTube. So the topic is so that we went on a date already, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a nice little date, but you ain't called me back. So I'm not sure. I'm speculating. I'm not sure if you still like me, whatever. So I'm like, let's go out again. Just like that. I don't say anything else. I say, let's go out again. And you say, cool, I'm going to come get you. Why in the HE double hockey sticks would I expect to pay for the meal? It's such a small act of.
What restaurant are you going to on this date? Spondivits. I mean, I don't know.
Let's say Spondivits. Perfect. Okay. Casual. Yes. Okay. Let's say Spondivits. That we're going to Spondivits, and all I want is some crab legs, and a couple of oysters, and I don't hardly, you know, I don't hardly drink. I want a salad, some crab legs, some oysters, and maybe one drink, because you know at Spondivits is one and none. You ain't gotta, you know, they got good drinks. So you don't think it's worth, and I'm not saying you're paying for my time, but if you're interested in me, why would there be
why would there be ambiguity?
Yes, why would you act?
Right.
Somebody's saying if the man is really interested, I think he will call you. But that's not always true.
I mean, yeah. You know, what's interesting to me, to be honest with you, is it's really split. You know, there are dudes out there who are like, well, no, she asked, right? Now the other side of that is, let's say, I don't know, let's say I go on dates, right? Let's say I'm single, you know, and I go on, let's say 3 or 4 dates a week. That can get expensive.
Well, that can get expensive, but what about Dutch? What about going Dutch?
No,
so look, he says I'll pay the tip. Yeah. What do you say at the end of the meal when I asked you to go out? What do you say at the end of the meal? You got this? What do you say as a man? Do you got this? You asked me out.
I mean, if I'm dating somebody.
No, we ain't dating. This is the second date.
Yeah, I'm not going to expect her to pay.
Thank God.
But to be honest, I'm probably not going to be going on 3 or 4 dates a week because that can get expensive. Because this ain't 30 years ago when a movie was $10. You know what I mean?
No.
You know, full tank of gas is $50, right? You go into the movie, that's $50 to get in there and get some popcorn for her, at least, right? So right there, that's at $100. Let's say you go to dinner afterwards or whatever. Now you're talking for 2 people, minimum 115 bucks, right?
Yeah,
So right now you're at $215.
Wait a minute, $115 per person?
No, I'm saying you're at $215 for the night.
Why? Why are you spending $250?
Because the gas was $50. I filled up my tank. That's $50.
You filled up your tank.
We went to the movies. That's a minimum of $50 because the ticket
sure is. And then
we're going to eat. Yeah, then you're going to get something to eat, and that's at least $100. You know what I mean?
I would probably pay for the movie in advance. I would probably have the tickets in advance. That's just the type of person I am. I would get the tickets in advance.
You probably would.
Then hopefully you'll pay for the meal. So if I bought the tickets in advance, would you then be okay with paying for the meal?
I mean, look, I'm okay with it either way. I'm just saying I wouldn't be one of those dudes going on 4 dates because, you know, $230 times 4 is we getting $800, $900 a week. I don't have that. So, you know, for me, if I'm going to date somebody, it's probably going to be 1 day a week.
Should you communicate that ahead of time? If I ask you, should you say, is this on me or is this on you? I'm very for it like that. So I'll be like, is it on me?
Well, let me ask you this. If I did say it's on you, are you going to look at me differently? You probably are. If you say, hey, is this on me or this on you? This is the second or third date, you going to be giving me the side eye.
Stargazer says the man should pay for the meal, which
I agree with that. I'm just saying, look, I've been married for 30 years. I wouldn't even know how to date anybody. But if I'm back out there, I'm not going to be going on 3 or 4 dates a week because that's $800, $1,000. I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah,
I like my money.
I don't think men be going on 3 or 4 dates these days.
Well, they do if they're getting so here's the deal. This is kind of the way it was explained to me. Let's say you got 3 or 4 young ladies that you're interested with, right? You want to go on 3 or 4 dates. Well, if you can get 2 of them to pay for it, the 2 that you really aren't feeling, you just want to check them out or whatever, then you can spend your money on the other 2. See how that works?
Yeah.
That would, like, to me, that would be why someone would say, well, you asked me, you know what I mean? So you should pay. No, it's really, you know what you're juggling.
Yeah, you know
what you're juggling.
Right. Yeah.
You know that, you know, you're going out with Sasha. You don't really like Sasha like that, but Sasha likes you. So you know what?
So why are you going out with Sasha then? Why if you don't really like Sasha,
you know why. You know exactly why I'm going out with Sasha. I'm not gonna say it.
Sasha looking so good right now.
You know why I'm going. I'm not gonna say it, but you know why I'm going out with Sasha. Good. You said what?
I said, why you say Sasha? You know Sasha always. Every Sasha look good.
I'm saying, look, you got Sasha, you got Keisha, you know, you got Renee, and you got Lauren, and you really feeling Renee and Lauren. Keisha and Sasha, they all right, but they ask you, you know what I mean? They ask you out. You got a budget. You can't afford to take all 4 of them out. So the first 2, you're like, well, hey, you asked me out, you're paying. And if they say no, they say no. But I really think that's kind of more so because honestly, if you look at the landscape of dating, okay, let me carefully phrase this. Some of the expectations.
Okay, that's what Facebook friends are talking about.
From some of your sistren are a bit much. Okay, it's like, okay, I'm trying to be real careful because I don't want to alienate anybody, but you know, some of these women expect you from what I've read.
No, I hear that. I hear that.
I'm not in those streets, but some of these women expect you to commit just about your entire salary. Like they want somebody that makes 300, 400,000, and this guy makes 75,000 smackaroos. I got news for you. He ain't gonna be able, and that's before tax.
And so then some men want to, just for a meal, go ahead and hop in the bed just for a meal. They feel like that pays for. So what if I was a woman and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm paying for your meal. I know you coming over, and you know what I'm saying? Like I know you. I know I know you coming over. Woo! You did that to a man. Like you know what it is. Men will say you know what it is.
Well, I mean, I guess at that point, I mean, look,
and it was the girl that you ain't really like, and she pay for your meal, and she be like, you know what it is.
Well, I mean, some men are gonna do it. Let's be honest. I mean, that's why he's going out with her. It's because he's probably interested in her physically. Like he's not just going out just to go out. So he probably would.
Well, she's great. Well, you got to get to know somebody, don't you?
What now? Wait, what is that? We're talking about young folks. We're talking about YNs.
Well, what about Gen Xers then?
Well, I think Gen Xers are a little different. Because most Gen Xers have a story or two by some. My wife told me not to use the word crazy, by some passionate individual, and it's changed their perspective. So most Gen Xers, I'm not going to say all, but most Gen Xers are not going to play games like that. You know what I mean? Like they're just going to be honest and be like, okay, well, look, because what you got to lie for, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm single, and thank God I'm not, I love my wife, but if I was single, I'm going to be like, look, I'm just not. I mean, if you want to go there, fine, but it's nothing else.
Yeah.
Because in your 20s, you're an idealist. So you get with somebody hoping they'll change. Oh, they won't smoke crack forever. No, they probably will. That's probably not going to change. They won't gamble their entire check. No, you're not going to change anybody. But in your 20s, you don't know that, right? Because in your 20s, you see the world as it should be, not as it is. In 30s, you get a little more pragmatic, and by the time you get in your 40s and 50s, you're very savvy. So,
my Facebook friends are saying, what is the intent? Do we ask them what their intentions are? They'd take you a couple of days to figure out what your intentions, but I'm going to ask you what your intentions are up front. Are you trying to hop in the bed? Like that's how I would say it. And I'll be like, I want to know.
I don't even. It's like if somebody asks me that question, I'm gonna say, "Look, we'll just keep it casual. It goes where it goes."
Okay,
all right,
I mean? That's cool.
I'm not, because for me, I don't know that I would be comfortable just saying, "Yeah, girl, I just want you." Yeah,
but as a man, do you know what your intentions are from the giddy up?
I know what my intentions are. Yes. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm not dating anymore, but yes, I know what my intentions are. So, yeah, if it's me. I mean, look, I would think by 50, you know what you like and you know what you don't.
Sure.
And not only that, you know what you can deal with. Like some people are entertaining. Some people you can have a fun with. Hey, you can have a great time with. You can have lots of fun, but you can't live with them.
Yeah.
You can't live with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at 50, you have to know that. At 40, you have to know that.
My mama says some men grow up and some men just grow old.
That's true.
That's
true.
You got Gen Xers that are acting like they 25 and they ain't never grown up. That the unks that's going with FUBU to
that's not fair. It could be some very mature unks out there. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Okay.
That's not fair. It could be some very mature unks out there.
Well, my Facebook friend says that's not true. There are some men that are very immature.
No, I'm saying they are. Yes, there are, but there's some women that are very immature, right? It's not just men that. Let me tell you something. A lot of women who think they are emotionally intelligent are immature. Because emotionally intelligent, it means more than just you're aware of your feelings. But the other side of emotional intelligence is you're disciplined with your feelings too.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
You understand that everybody doesn't have to agree with you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You understand that if you and I have a discussion and you tell me to be honest with you, and I am honest with you, you understand that you asked, right? So now you're not going to get mad because you asked me to share something with you, and what I shared with you was not what you wanted to hear, right?
Yeah. You got some agreement on that. You got some agreement.
You're also not going to weaponize what I tell you, right? So for me with women, the reason most men, I'm not going to say most men, but the reason a lot of men get to a point to where they keep them at a certain barrier is because, let's say I'm dating this woman. And in this moment of vulnerability, I tell her something about myself, right? And 6 months later, when we get into an argument, she weaponizes it and uses it against me in an argument. I'm never telling her anything again because you're not safe. And not only that, you're not mature.
I agree with that.
You get what I'm saying? So that's what and again, yes, there are a lot of immature men, but there are a lot of immature women who think that they are mature. True. Who think that they are. Because, again, my wife and I have grown to the point to where we don't have to agree. Now, it took us a long time to get there, because a large part of our 30s was no, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. No, you suck. No, you suck. No, whatever. And we finally, I think in our we don't have to agree. Because
do you think that they have to, in Gen Xers, do you think they got to fit all the full criteria, or you're not dealing with them?
I don't know that anybody's ever going to fit. Look, everybody's going to have an issue. You know what I mean? If you're human, you're going to have an issue. For me, the thing is, can you deal with it? Right? Like, I know you got, I got issues. I'm the most anal retentive person. I got OCD. I leave the house. I got to lock it 3-4 times. I lock my alarm. I got to do it 3. It drives my wife insane. It drives her absolutely insane.
She deals with it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And she has her quirks. I'm not gonna put her business out there. Love you, Kim. But she has her quirks, right? But it is what it is. So to go into a situation thinking that a person is going to be perfect, you're lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself.
But you just have certain, as soon as he breathe wrong, you're like, or if he's snoring all night, you're like, oh my effing God, I can't even sleep.
But who doesn't snore?
What? I don't snore.
Okay. 90.
We're going to have to get a mouth.
80% of people snore.
Snore?
Even the ones who say, like my wife snores and she swears she doesn't. Now she tells me I snore.
I probably do snore.
She tells me I've been kicked out of bed because I snore. She's like, you are so loud. I do. I snore. I do. But so does she, right? Yeah. I don't record her, because what does it matter, right? But anyway, it's your list, right? So look, I'm not going to tell you whatever you look, this is what I'll say. Whatever your non-negotiables are, just meet those.
Yeah, now, because one of my non-negotiables is we went on a date and I call you and I want to spend some time and we go on another date, then it's up to me to decide whether I'm paying or not.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fair. My thing is just look it. I'm old school, so maybe it probably would be good to talk to some younger folks.
It probably would
to see what they think. But I did do some research on a survey. So men should always pay. 35% of the folks surveyed agreed that men should always pay. 32% said whoever initiated the date pays.
Oh, okay.
15% said split the bill evenly. And 9% said pay only for what you order. I ain't ordered that apple pie. I'm not paying for it. I did not order that. Oh, goodness. And 1% said women should always pay. Yeah, I don't think a woman should always pay.
Okay,
like, to be honest with you,
could appreciate that. I could appreciate that. And actions do speak louder than words. So
yeah,
if that's what my Facebook friend says, she like actions speak louder than words. So you'll know when you get there.
Yeah. I like paying for my wife when we go out. I just
How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel masculine? Does it make you feel like you taking care of your woman? Like,
I just like seeing her smile.
Oh,
I just like seeing her smile because I mean, look, I was a dumbass the first 15 years of our marriage, so I got a lot to make up for. I'm not one of those that's not self-aware. I truly was not. To your point, I was chronologically an adult, but in my mind, I was still a child for probably the first 10 years of our marriage. Absolutely. So I had to mature. And you know what? She was gracious enough to hang in there with me. She was gracious enough to understand. So, like, that's why now I don't mind doing anything for her. Like, if I won the lottery tomorrow, let's say I won $33 million, automatically she's going to get 150. Yeah, hell, I don't even need 133. She's gonna get
what?
No. Wait, I said 133, right? So what's half of that? That's 75. No, that's 60 something. 67, 64, 60 something like that. Yeah. She's getting 67 million in her bank account the next day.
All day.
No problem. Yeah, but she's earned that. She's been with me through some dark time. I didn't messed up, y'all. I mean, she's been with me. We've been married for 32 years. So I feel like at this point, I don't mind paying for anything. I don't mind paying for anything for her. You know what I mean? Okay. She doesn't ask for the one thing I love about her, she doesn't ask for anything ridiculous. Mm-hmm. She's the most unselfish person that I've ever met in my life. So whatever she wants, I'm fine with it. Now, again, if I was dating somebody, they're not going to get that access because that hasn't been earned, right? So if my wife and I
wait. Mm-hmm. How am I earning it? Because I gave you grace because you was a knucklehead for the first 15 years?
Well, that and not only that, but you've supported me. And when I say you've supported me, you've watched me grow. You've helped me grow. You've watched me go through get rich quick schemes and all this other stuff. You helped me to grow. The trust that I have for her is unmatched, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas if I was starting over and single, no female's gonna get that access. Not right away.
Yeah, no. For sure. I agree.
You know what I mean? Just like we gotta earn y'all. Y'all have to earn us. And look, the main thing you have in a relationship is trust. And when I say trust, I'm not just talking about fidelity. I'm like, in your thought process, can I really trust you? If you and I have a conversation and I tell you something about me and I open up, can I trust you to hold that? Can I trust you to keep it? Can I trust you not to judge me? Can I trust you not to weaponize it when you get mad for the sake of winning an argument? You hear what I'm saying? Can I trust you? Are you willing to go through the fire with me? Like, do our goals align? That's what I'm looking at.
At this age, for sure.
Yeah, you don't get that.
But in your 20s, you don't know. So if you staying with somebody, like you said, you was a knucklehead your first 15 years, and she gave you grace. So
no, I was anyway. Whatever. I didn't even get into that.
Okay.
But, let's see. So next subject. Let's get into some real world date disasters. So you came up with some really good ones. Okay. I'm going to give you the scenario and you just cook, man. You just cook. So first scenario, church photos and a crude ask. Profile pictures were all from a church chicken dinner. The picture of respectability in person. He skipped the actual date and asked if he could just stop by and give her oral copulation.
Yes.
And leave.
Yes.
So tell us about this. Give us regale us with the story. Give us your details.
So a friend of mine was talking about online dating, and she, you know, since I am out of a relationship, she's saying, she's like, I tried it and this is what happened to me. So she sees one guy online. She said his picture, he at the dinner table, the long dinner table after church, having fried chicken, his kids in the background. All his pictures is church pictures.
Good, clean, but I'm a preacher's kids. Those are the worst ones. I can tell you straight up, those are worst. Anyway, keep going.
So she finally allows him. They chat or whatever. And the first thing he says is, "Can I just come over there and take care of you, basically, and leave?" What? They ain't been on a date. They've talked a couple of times, and that was it. That creeps me out.
Yeah, that should creep you out because he doesn't even know. They haven't even had the discussion about, do you have anything? Are you safe? Have you been to the doctor? Let's go to the doctor and get and if you do that off the rip, you do that with everybody. You nasty.
With everybody, and he's Gen X.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So here's the thing, right? I am a preacher's kid, and I'm not gonna get into it, but I got into a lot of shenanigans with church folk. So not every time, mind you, but sometimes those are the worst ones because they're really painting a facade, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. If here's the thing with me, Honest John don't have to tell you he's honest. You know what I mean? So if all your pictures are at the church, for me, that's a red flag.
Yeah, I can see that.
Cause like, why don't you have? I'm sure you take other pictures. Right. Why don't you have them posted? Oh, because you really buck wild.
I went at the car wash.
Because but you really buck wild. You can't post those pictures. That's why you only post the church. You can't post the pictures. You know what I mean? That's why. All right. So scenario 2, phone call meltdown. They met up in person, and he started touching. Oh my God. And he started
talking about. Which one?
The phone call meltdown. They met up in person, and he started touching himself mid meetup.
No, they didn't meet up in person. No, they didn't meet up in person. They were on. Wait. Okay, so tell me what the third one is, so I can remember what it is.
Third one is after a walk at Piedmont Park. He told her to wear a dress.
Okay. No, this is still an online thing.
Okay.
So they did. I might have written it wrong. So they
That's
did.
Okay.
They didn't meet up. They made it up in person once. Okay.
Okay.
Then they were on the phone, and she can hear the deed going
shenanigans.
On. His self-love. Okay. She could hear it, and she said, "What the? I know, got that." And he's like, "I've been to therapy." She's like,
"Oh wow." Wow. So I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's a serious thing.
She's like, "I'm getting off the phone." He said, "No, you're not. You can't till I finish."
I'm holding you hostage until I let this one go. Okay?
I know that darn well that he's like, "I've been to therapy for it, and I gotta finish."
So he's got a sex addiction. How long had they been talking or whatever on the phone? Like,
he said only like a couple of weeks.
Oh wow.
Only like a couple of weeks. And he said he went to therapy for it, and she heard him really like he was really in them while they were talking. Like it wasn't even like that type of conversation.
So he was using an accessory.
He probably just wanted her. Just the voice was enough for him to go crazy.
Yeah, he got no.
And he said that he got a problem and he need help. Like she got to help him. She cannot get off the phone. She said, "I know you effing lying."
This is another online dating scenario.
This is another online dating nightmare. See, this is why, my Facebook friends, they get talking about they got the spirit of lust. Do you think most men on online dating are just lustful?
To be honest, I don't think it's just men that are lustful. I think women are more classy about it.
Yeah, I know women that be like, "Oh, I can't wait."
I mean, look, let me tell you something. Atlanta has various clubs that I will not mention where it goes down.
Oh, right? I know.
Right. So I mean, it's not just men, right? But do I think that a lot of people out here are struggling with lust? Absolutely. And so the problem
I'm going into a relationship just thinking I'm about to have a nice little chit chat on the phone, and I done gave you my number. And next thing you know, I hear you giving yourself a good time on the phone. Like,
well, I mean, honestly, you know what? That's why you got to get to know a person. That's like, if anything nowadays, I think people are in such a hurry that
but if they were talking for 2 weeks.
I know, but it might take 6 months. Like it might, it's not. You really got to get to know a person. You like who was it said? You need one summer, one winter, one spring, one fall to really know a person.
So you need a whole year.
And maybe look, you can have conversations with multiple people. You don't have to necessarily lock in, but I mean, look at online dating is fair game. You don't know what you're getting.
Let me tell you, I got a bonus for you, but I'll tell you that after.
We got to get to the third one. So after a walk in Piedmont Park, he told her to wear a dress to a fast food drive-through.
No, not unwanted. This is a movie drive-through, a drive-in movie.
Oh, a drive-in movie. Then made an unwanted move on her in his G-Wagon. Yes. All right. So what about this?
So they go on their first date and they took a nice little walk in Piedmont Park. They talked for about 45 minutes. And so when he called her the next time, he said, "I'd love to see you in a dress." So she felt like, "Oh, okay, that's so sweet."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's nice. He must like dresses. And for me, I love dresses. So I ain't going to have no problem wearing a dress.
No, you will not.
So they go to the drive-in movie. Next thing you know, he up her dress.
Oh, wow.
At the drive-in movie, in the G-Wagon.
Is this the first date? No, it's the second date, right?
Second date.
Wow.
Gen X again.
Yeah, no control though. And you know what, to be honest with you, maybe that's the kind of females that, because I'm sure there are women that go right along with it. So maybe that's the kind of women that he's used to dealing with. Maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe. But I mean, I would not. Okay. Now I'm a man. So I don't know that I would necessarily want someone that you could just do that on the first day. Because if you do that with me, you do that with everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So and not only that, but Atlanta is very high in its HIV cases.
All day.
So, you know what I mean? Part of the conversation.
A full panel.
Right. Part of the conversation is going to be, have you been tested? And if you, okay, I'm out. Because you know what I mean? I'm not. I'm just not. If you live in Atlanta and you're dating anyone, a part of that process has to be, have you been tested?
So that makes you nervous about. So should Gen X women be nervous? Let's say they're coming out of a relationship. Should they be wary of online dating? Like, where are they going to meet their person? Is it going to be like old school, where you're just out and you get to know somebody, or you're going to get introduced with a friend where somebody knows that person? Like, that's a hard that's like a damn Love is a Battlefield type.
It is. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not going to criticize all online dating. What I will say is whatever process these folks are using isn't working.
Yeah.
Whatever process of elimination that they're using isn't working. But I would say, if I were single, I would use a combination of. I might go to church. I might get more active. I might go bowling. I might go to the movies. I might go to different functions, to meet people, right? But it also depends on your personality. But yeah, like I wouldn't eliminate online dating, but it would not be my first option. Probably wouldn't be my second or third option. But I wouldn't eliminate it. That's just me. Now, what's your bonus one? You said you had a bonus one for me.
My bonus one is I have a friend who husband made a very, they lived in $1 million house. They ended up getting divorced. It's her first foray into online dating.
Okay.
So there was a surgeon. Okay. So
big bucks.
Okay, so you thinking a surgeon got his wits about him.
You would hope.
She talks to him for a little while. They finally exchange numbers. They talking, and he says, "Are you adventurous?"
Oh boy. Oh, I see where this is going. Okay, go ahead.
So then, and I told her I cannot get the vision out of my mind. Why would she show me those pictures? This dude, the first pictures he sends is he's turned around, okay, with his hands in the bathroom on.
Don't you say that. Don't you
Yes.
say that. Don't you go where I think you're about to go.
And you know how a woman turns around and be like, showing her, but he ain't have nothing on. So that's the first picture. The second picture.
So we're talking about Peggy right now. We're talking about Peggy.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
The second picture, he's up against the wall. Once again, not showing no frontal. Legs open up against the wall. The third picture, he is bent over.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not touching that one. I mean, hey man, to each his own, That's not my thing, but
I said, why the hell would you? I can never get that out of my mind. And who the hell is he operating on?
Well, I mean, look, just because he has a voracious sexual appetite doesn't mean that, or
it wasn't for her, obviously.
No, it wasn't. But that doesn't mean that he's not a good surgeon. It just means that he's,
So that online
he's adventurous. I'm not gonna go there, but hey, you like what you like. If that's what he likes, that's fine. But
how you showing that to me after the first few calls?
Because he wants to make sure she knows what she's in for.
Clearly.
Look, if I was a single, I would want to know. I'd be like, thank you. I'm not interested. Have a good life.
And he feels like he got my Facebook friend said he feel like he got the money so he could do whatever he wants.
And probably, but I'd rather you show me than us seriously talk and get together and you waste 6 months of my life.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Just let me know what it is, and then that way I get I'm good. Because again, Atlanta has these clubs, and there are a lot of diverse appetites. I put it that way.
You ain't lying.
I mean, this is Atlanta. This is Atlanta. I believe that right there.
Says he's strange with change.
Probably is. That's crazy.
Okay.
All right.
So basically, I'm not going to be online dating. So that's.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Was it one service they were using, or were these multiple services?
These were two different services. My one friend, she's on about 4 dating sites, and then my other friend was on 2 or 3.
Yeah, because there's some that is just down there, what, and then there are others where it's like a serious profile. So I mean, I guess it's a part of the process, and that doesn't mean that you can't date someone online, but What that says to me is she probably needs to ask more questions up front.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, what do you do this? How long was it for this? And da 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 and da 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 da.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just treat it like it's an interview, you know. And if you're going for a really good job, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to have 2 or 3 interviews, right?
Or
sometimes
4.
even 4.
Yep.
So maybe look at it that way. Okay, there are questions for the first interview, and then if you make it to the second one, then now let's get out some second interview questions.
All right.
Okay, if you make it to the third, you know what I mean? But again, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But I would say just I would have a smorgasbord of strategy. So I might have online dating. I might go to the church picnic or church picnic. I might go to various functions. I mean, there was a podcaster event that came out here last week or July 1 or what. I didn't go because I didn't go, but I mean there are all sorts of
like networking events. Some people say go to conventions.
Yeah.
Some people say go to different like conventions and stuff, like accounting conventions and real estate conventions. So yeah. Okay.
You could go to different various sporting events. You know what I mean?
True.
And again, I mean, look it. You're not. I can't imagine like you don't get your fair share of attention. So
I don't.
I don't believe that. I don't believe. I do not believe.
I swear before God, and God is my sacred judge, I do not get any attention.
Okay, so the day that we met at Starbucks to talk about our podcast, there were 3 dudes clocking you when you walked in the door.
Okay, well, how was I supposed to know that? Because I wasn't.
I'm just telling you, the dude that sat next to us on the right stayed an extra 20 minutes because he was listening to what you had to say. He didn't care about me.
Maybe I'm oblivious.
It could be, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, look, you're gonna get your fair share of attention, and I just think. If you go to enough social events, you know what I mean? Go to some ball games, go to some conventions, go where your type of man is, because you're not just you're not for the dudes that want you to pay. So you may hunt where you want to, you know what I mean? Hunt where your candidates are. You know.
Okay, well that's good advice. That's good advice.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, this weekend there's an Unk Fest. We got the Jay-Z concert. Jigga what? Jigga who? So Jay-Z's performing 3 consecutive nights. Let me tell you something. All right. So what's your favorite Jay-Z song?
My favorite Jay-Z song is my favorite Jay-Z album is his first album because I was coming of age, you know what I'm saying? And I could probably sing every single song on that album. I like 22 Twos. It was the first album. I just love his first album. That's on my playlist right now, and I listen to it all the time.
Okay, so my favorite, and again, I'm old. You got to get that dirt off your shoulder, man. You got to get that. Oh, my God.
But he did that off the cuff. He did that off the top of his head.
He does all this stuff off the top of his head. That's what I've heard about him, right? It's like he's one of those rappers that can do it. Supposedly Tupac was that way. And Biggie. Yeah. But they could just go in there and just, I wish I was that talented, man. Yeah. Podcasting would be so much easier.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't have to spend like 2 hours getting the show together. I just bars. Let's go, Una. Just bars. But no, so I think last night he did Reasonable Doubt, 30th anniversary. Tonight is gonna be The Blueprint, and then
he's doing different. Oh,
yeah, and then Sunday is Extra Innings.
Okay, Sunday my friend is going tonight, so she's going to get The Blueprint, I guess.
Yeah, so see, you probably should have gone to the concert in New York. You might have met some prospective candidates. You know what I mean? Because if the cats are up in there, it ain't gonna be cheap. It's $182 a ticket.
I know all the songs.
Yeah, you know all the songs, man. You know what I mean? You know all the songs. But yeah, I like Dirt Off Your Shoulder is like one of my favorites. I like Hard Knock Life.
I like Hard Not Like,
yeah. But Dirt Off Your Shoulder is just one of them. It's one of those aggressive songs that when I hear it, I just want to drive fast. Like, oh, let's go get that dirt off your shoulder. And I'm bobbing my, you know what I mean? It's like it gets the energy going. You know what I mean? I can't dance anymore.
Not lying.
I used to dance today. I can't dance anymore, but I've lost my swag.
Well, if you used to dance, you could dance now. Like,
man, my knees and my back disagree with you.
When your knees work.
they work, but we argue all the time. My knees and I, we argue all the time. Give me your top 5 list of rappers.
Oh my God. Of all time?
Yeah, all time.
Okay, here we go. So
There's no wrong answers. This is your list. There are no wrong answers.
So I'm going to say definitely Jay-Z.
Okay.
He's not number 1. I wouldn't say. So I would say Jay-Z.
Right.
I would say Tupac.
Okay.
I would say Biggie Smalls.
Okay.
Just because I like lyricists.
That's for you. There's nothing wrong with that. That's for you.
So I like lyricists.
That's 3.
I would say Nas.
Yes. Nas Escobar. Yes. Okay.
Yes. And I would say I like Lil Baby.
I like Lil Baby too. Now I wouldn't put him top 5, but I really like him. I rock with him. I like him a lot. Okay. I like that. Look, it's no wrong answer. So for me, lyricist number 1 is going to be Mr. Rakim of Eric B. and Rakim.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thinking of a master plan because ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands, so I dig into my pocket, all my money's dead.
Dig deeper till coming up with
Lent. So I start my mission, leave my residence, thinking how could I get some dead president? I need money. I used to be a stick-up kid. Oh my God. I love Rakim. I absolutely love Rakim. Rakim is dope. So he's number 1 for me. Number 2. This is tough, man. I'll probably say Jay-Z. My brother's gonna watch this and get mad, and you'll hear why in a minute. I'm gonna say Jay-Z. Okay, I'm gonna say Jay-Z. Oh boy, some people are gonna get upset. So, Rakim number 1, number 2 Jay-Z, number 3. I'm gonna say Biggie.
Okay.
Number 4, about to make some people mad because we're saying lyricist, right? Lyricist.
No, we don't have to say lyricist.
No, I'm saying lyricist.
Oh, you're saying lyricist. Okay.
Yeah, number 4 for me. Number 4 for me is Eminem, but that's not the one that's going to accept most folks. Number 5, get ready to get pissed off. For me is KRS-One. I know most of who the hell is KRS-One? KRS-One, BDP Productions.
KRS-One is a good lyricist. I was never a big KRS-One fan.
Yeah. See, I was Stokely Carmichael in high school.
They say Dougie Fresh.
Nothing. Look, there are no wrong answers. I love Dougie Fresh. My brother's gonna get mad at me. He always jokes with me about KRS-One, but whatever. I love KRS-One. Okay, so you're a philosopher? Yes. I think very deeply. Let us begin. Where? Like I could go on, but for me, KRS-One, that's my guy. I'm not breaking that for anybody, but again,
KRS-One, I do. He's very deep. He may have been a little too deep for me back when I was that age.
Yeah, he was. You know what I'm saying? He was deep. He was very deep. He was very deep. But
I used to like the Far Side.
I love the Far Side. So do you know who the native? Let me ask you this: do you know who the Native Tongue Posse are? Because it's
the
4
posse
groups.
along
the Native Tongue Posse.
The Native Tongue Posse.
Yes. Late 80s rap groups.
Late 80s.
So I'll give you one hit. Queen Latifah.
Okay.
Moni Love.
Mm-hmm.
Leaders of the New School.
Okay.
Who sang that song? It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me.
It's just me, myself. Oh, that's De La Soul.
De La Soul.
Okay.
The Jungle Brothers.
Oh, the Jungle Brothers.
And A Tribe Called Quest.
I love A Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, I love Tribe. Yeah, check the rhyme, y'all. I love that. That's another one of like my favorite groups. is a Tribe Called Quest. I love them.
Now, my favorite song off of that Reasonable Doubt was Can't Knock the Hustle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, because you can't knock the hustle. So,
because I was the hustler.
All right. Well, and you still hustling to this day.
I'm tired as hell.
Just a hustler to your heart. Just a hustler. I ain't bad. What did he say? I'm a mother
hustler. That's it. That's it.
All right. So again, let's get into our next story. What's premiering this weekend? So already out this weekend, the 5-Star Weekend is on Peacock. It adapts Ellen Hildebrand's novel about friendship and healing. I.e. chick flick, fellas. I don't know if you really want to watch that, but hey, if your lady wants to watch it and she puts it on, you know the deal. You kind of have to go with it. You said what?
Yeah. I said that might be a good thing. That might be a good one.
It might be. You never know. Big Brother welcomes new house guests. Okay. Are you a Big Brother fan? I'm not really a Big Brother fan.
Hell no. I don't even know what they be doing. What is the whole point of Big Brother?
It's like a reality show, but I don't watch it, so I couldn't tell you. Hell no. ABC's summer game block continues with Celebrity Family Feud and Pressure Luck. I love Steve Harvey on Family.
I do. Steve Harvey said I looked like his first girlfriend. I met him when I was in college. And he looked at me and he said, "You look like my first girlfriend, and she broke my heart." So I ain't get no attention after that.
What? So when he said that, what did you say?
I was like, "Oh, really?" I said, "I have a generic face," which is my answer all the time. People always tell me I look like people.
I have a generic face. Okay.
My doppelganger is Justine from the Cosby Show.
She is your doppelganger. Wait, didn't she die?
Mm-hmm.
She is your doppelganger. I just realized that.
When I was younger. If you pulled up pictures of her right now, you would be like, "Oh," even I thought I looked like her.
Yeah, no, because she is your doppelganger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember her. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember her. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's something. What else we got? Come on, T Wil, stop moving the slide. All right. We got The Westies premiering on MGM. It's a 1980s Irish crime family drama set in Hell's Kitchen. Married at First Sight drops new episodes on Peacock. I would never marry somebody at first sight. Would you?
And yeah, they've been getting some flack about stuff that's been happening afterwards. It's the same thing about this online dating thing. It's about the same.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't know these people. You know what I mean? You don't know these people. You meet this person on the show. You know what I mean? You get them in your home and they worship the devil. And oh my God.
Like, what in the
I'm good.
Holy Trinity is going on?
Right. You can have everything in here. I'm good.
What? I'm out of here.
I got the roll. Let me see. The Institute premieres on MGM. Mary Louise Parker leads the Stephen King adaptation about government secrets and children with supernatural abilities. Also premiering Murder 101 on Prime Video and Hot Ones and Extra Heat on Netflix. I guess the MLB Home Run Derby is on Netflix. Did anybody watch the Home Run Derby? I don't watch the Home Run Derby anymore. I don't know. Maybe people.
I love baseball, but I don't watch the Home Run Derby.
I love baseball too. That's right. Your son plays baseball,
and
your daughter's in the music industry. And what? No, she's a dancer, right? She's a dancer.
She was dancing, but now she's a pregnant engineer.
Oh wow! Well, congrats. So you're about to be a grandma.
Hey.
G-Ma. Wait, are you G-Ma? GG? What's gonna be your title?
Ain't none of that. I don't know.
What's gonna be your title? You gotta have a title.
Maybe Yaya. I don't know. I need some suggestions, but it ain't gonna be grandma. The fuck.
So wait, how many?
Nemo? It ain't gonna be grandma. It ain't gonna be
So wait a minute.
I still got a damn teenager. You want somebody calling me grandma?
No, I get it. How many months is she? How far along is she?
She's due September. She's in.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Wait. We're in July. So you have
Yeah.
2 months?
Yeah,
Wait, July, August. You got 2 months. You better come up with a title. You got 2 months to decide.
I'm torn. I don't know. It's too much
Hey,
pressure.
so chat. Somebody come up with a name for Una as to what she should call herself instead of Grandma, G-Ma, or Gigi. Yeah, drop some suggestions if you got them.
Gigi might not be that bad. Gigi might not be that bad.
Yeah.
Gigi. Yeah, Gigi. Thank you for giving me that. I didn't think about Gigi.
No, I got you. I got you. It's all good.
What did you call your grandma? Grandma?
Nah, I'm from Alabama. We call her Mud Deer. We call her Mud to the damn deer. Mother, which is short for Mother Deer. Okay, it's if you'll excuse.
I didn't even know that was a real thing with Tyler Perry.
It's Ebonic. It's Ebonic for Mother Deer. So, okay. Originally, I'm from Alabama. I moved here when I was 3. I'm 55. Mm-hmm. So I guess you classify me as an Atlantan. But most folks in Montgomery who had my age called their grandmothers Mud Deer, which, Ebonic, which meant Mother Deer.
Right.
But yeah, so I called her Mud Deer. And then like my dad's mom, I called her I just called her grandma.
Yeah, we had a little grandma and a big grandma because it was big grandma. She was literally big, and my little grandma was about my size. So we had little grandma and big grandma.
No, it's just like my dad's mom was like formal. You know what I mean? So it was like, all right, grandma. Well,
my dad's mom.
Yeah, she was formal. You just certain thing you wasn't gonna do with her. Like
she was in her house. Her house was nobody lived there. Like
I was afraid of her. So
me too.
Yeah, I was afraid of her. But like my mother, Madea was like my road dog. Like we hung together all day. You know what I mean?
Too.
We hung together all day.
In New York, so I was there every summer. So
yeah, I was there every summer too. You know what I mean? I watched Another World with her, and then I'd watch the cartoons. The cartoons would come on, and then as I got older, I watched like Man from Atlantis. I learned how to swim because I was imitating Man from Atlantis remember Bobby from Dallas? Yeah, he used to swim. I can't do but I learned how to swim doing that. So I'd go over to my cousin's house, and we had these these pools, for the 2-3-year-old kids, these little kids.
Yeah.
And I'd hop in there and I'd just get under the water and swim. And that was the foundation. Yeah. And because then I went to the Y and I really learned, but that was like the foundation, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, my dear was cool. Like my dear was that was my road. She only whooped me one time and I deserved it.
Yeah.
But my other grandmother, she was strict. It was never fun going over to her house.
Never. And they lived literally, I could walk around the corner to them and they'd be like, my daddy would be like, why did you not go to your grandmother's house? I used to be like,
because she scared me.
Fun over there.
Right. I can't do what I want to do.
Exactly.
I gotta be quiet.
Around the corner, she give me the ice cream truck coming.
Right.
I get to eat bacon and crab front and
my dad's grandma kids were to be seen and not heard. You better be,
that's right.
Like nothing to boy, get on here and sit down.
Yeah.
Say nothing. You ponder your existence. You ponder your life. Don't you say anything. Okay, grandma. So that wasn't fun. I would have had some fun there. Shoot,
she gave me every time on my birthday. She gave me how old I was. So when I was 8, she gave me $8. I thought that was big time. But then I'm 20. You give me $20, like
yeah, it's a little different. A little different, man. Let me see what else comes out. So the final season of All America comes out on the CW at 8 p.m. on 7/13, and Quarterback returns to Netflix.
Oh, people like that.
Yeah, they do.
People like that.
The Real Wolf of Wall Street.
What?
When
that come out? I like the Wolf of Wall Street now.
Yeah, man, that first scene was something. Let me tell you. It's not for your kids, folks.
Exactly. They were doing some
Wall Street is not for your kids. That comes out on Paramount, but it's again the Real Wolf of. So it's probably a documentary.
It's probably about the homeboy, the real guy.
Yeah.
And then that Washington movie, that Real Washington or the real.
It's coming out.
George Washington. That's not out this weekend?
No, but it's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
Lucky premieres on Apple TV. We talked about Lucky last week, so I don't really want to get into that. Let's see. The Hawk premieres on Netflix with Will Ferrell stars as a washed-up golfer.
Oh, I love Will
on
Ferrell.
7/16. Yeah. And that's about it. Oh, and we got in theaters, we got Mona, which we talked about. The live adaptation of Mona. We talked about that.
Oh yeah.
Evil Dead Burn. Are you an Evil Dead fan?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a movie series, but I don't do horror movies where it's obvious that the villain is the devil. Okay. Because I'm a pastor's kid. And I have been in some services and seen what happens when demons get loose, because demons are real. I don't care what you think, demons are real. And so I don't do devil movies, because what a lot of people don't know, Amityville Horror really happened. The Conjuring really happened.
The Conjuring?
Yes, it really happened.
Whoa.
It really happened, because The Conjuring there was a witch that lived on that property, and what she would do is she would attack the female in every house and get her to succumb to her spirit and just quit and give up on life and just wreak havoc. But it was because the witch didn't want anybody on that property. But The Conjuring really happened. Amityville Horror really happened. Salem's Lot really happened. So I don't even watch movies like that. Like my cousin, who is 1 year behind me. Hey Peaches, love you. When she was a kid, my auntie let her watch anything. Now, my parents, they would not let me watch nothing.
Jack.
I couldn't even watch Good Times because they felt like it was a negative stereotype. Yeah. So they wouldn't let me watch it. But when I went to her house, oh my goodness. You know what I mean? So we watching The Exorcist. Now, mind you, I got to be 8, no more than 9. Peaches is 1 year behind me. Peaches is watching this movie like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Una, when that young lady turn her head all the way around. I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. I hope I release some bodily fluids. I had never seen anything like that in my life.
Mom,
I released some bodily fluids.
Mom, bring me some more clothes. Mom, hello.
I lost
it. Some more clothes.
I lost it all, right? And Peaches has always been the kind of person that likes to scare people. So it didn't stop there, right? So that night, because she was asleep with my Auntie Annie V. So she was in the bed with Auntie Annie V. I'm in her room, and she sneaks in there when I'm asleep and scares the bejesus out of me, and I peed again. So, yeah, I had to go home the next day. Absolutely. But yeah,
what about Poltergeist? Were you scared of Poltergeist?
Yeah, no, because that really wasn't the devil, right? Yeah, but interesting thing about Poltergeist, a lot of people in that movie died.
I know. I heard
a lot of people who were in that movie died under mysterious circumstances.
I heard.
And a lot of them were young. They weren't necessarily old. So I don't know what kind of monkey's paw was going on, but no, I don't mess with that.
Yeah.
The Odyssey is going to be released July 17th in IMAX. Have you ever heard of the book The Odyssey? It's of
course. Didn't we have to read it in school?
I didn't read it. No. That book.
Oh, you know what? But we did have to read parts of the Odyssey. Odyssey and there was another book too.
The Iliad, the Odyssey, and whatever.
Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yeah. But it was that. But the thing about Christopher Nolan, it may be good because what Christopher Nolan does, he has the ability to make people relatable, regardless as to what time you're living in.
Yeah, he does.
So, like Oppenheimer was 70 years ago, but you could relate to it. I just swallowed a gnat. Oh my God. You
just go on and take the protein on down. They're going to drink that protein.
He died a warrior's death doing what he loved. So anyway, oh my God. So anyway, I think that's going to be good. I think that is going to be good. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, I'm not even going to do that. We covered night nurse last week. So, funny story. Not a funny story. But this one's a wild one. I'm going to warn you, okay? If you're squeamish, you might want to sit down, okay? If you're squeamish, you might want to sit down. This happened in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So a man in Fort Wayne, Indiana was charged with felony arson in May after police say he set a fire in his mother's garage.
Okay.
But that's not the kicker. Do you want to know what the kicker is?
What is? I don't know if I want to know, but go on in here.
You know what? I don't know if you want to know either. But either way, he cut off his genitals.
What?
Lit them on fire.
Let me put my glasses on so I can hear. What?
He cut off his thing. He cut off his
what?
Huh?
With a knife or something? With some scissors?
With a knife, yes. Cut it off. Threw it in the garage and set it on fire. Now, here's my question. Because they don't mention drugs. But how high do you have to be? I'll tell you something.
Let me list the drugs that he had. He was on cocaine,
methamphetamines, crack. Well, cocaine is crack. Okay, heroin.
He pulled up with the Kush weed.
PCP.
That
PCP alone will do it. Because because that's
Probably and he washed that all down with some vodka.
Probably some LSD. Because LSD will make you hallucinate. But the point is, 99.99% of men, if you held a gun to their head and said, do this or else, they're going to tell you to just kill me. Okay, fine. Yeah. I am not cutting off. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay. And to do that and not die. Because for you to do that, I would imagine you're bleeding everywhere.
Well, why was he only charged with arson is what I want to know. He should have been charged with scaring everybody to death.
I don't know about that, but I know. And I think he has some mental illness. So his family reported him missing while first responders handled the fire officers located him nearby where he initially claimed he had been stabbed downtown. At the hospital, he admitted to the police that he had cut his off and started the garage fire himself. Now, again, I don't know if this guy has mental illness.
He had to. He thought that it was a whole different...
I don't know if he was really high. But let me tell you something.
How he gonna pee?
Exactly. Can you imagine what that like? And especially if you got high and woke up that next day. Oh my God. You're like, wait a minute. Why am I?
Who was the name of the wife that cut off her man's?
Lorena Bobbitt.
Yeah.
But I can understand that. I mean, she did that.
Yeah,
okay, she did that because obviously he pissed her off. And
then she put it in the bag and then went and threw it away.
She did. She did. And the police officers went and found it, which in and of itself had to be really interesting. Do you see it? I'm looking. Hold on. I don't know. I'm not like that.
It's so small. It's so small.
Oh my God.
Like an inch.
I mean, hey, it. Whatever, man. I'm just saying. I have never heard of somebody doing this.
Yeah.
No. I have never heard of You got to be really committed to do that. Okay. Like to be real talk. You really got to have
you got to cut. Do you know how much you got to crunch through?
Yes. And you got to not stop. You got to do it.
Yeah. Like you got to follow through.
Right. Like I'm sure he didn't have a guillotine where he could just, insert and whatever. You got to cut that.
Oh my God.
Bro. like
No.
that. Dude,
No.
hey man, hey,
No.
look, that is the weirdest story I've seen, and
I've
I've seen some weird stories.
But that's
Again, 99% of America, if you put a gun in their head and say cut, they're gonna be like, "Just okay, fine,
kill me now,
right?"
Kill me now.
Myself, no, absolutely, I'm not doing that. No, I need that. Stop
cut
it.
my
Anyway,
ear
whatever.
off, sir. You can cut my ear off. You can cut my nose off, but that
I'm not doing that. As a matter of fact, I might take a chance and try and stab the person, and if they kill me, it is what it is. But I'm not doing that.
No,
I'm just not.
No.
Okay. Next story. We've got Jacob Toby, who was a Spurs announcer. Okay. And I guess he and the girlfriend had been dating a while, and maybe I don't know if he got bored, but he starts dating another lady. Okay. Now the lady, again, he's a sports announcer / analyst for the San Antonio Spurs. Okay. So he starts to date the sister of a player on the Spurs. Okay. And when his girlfriend found out about it, she went on the Instagram and said he's a cheater, and oh yeah, he's dating this player's sister. To which the Spurs, who have multiple championships and are a very classy organization, said, "Come here." Come here.
We need to see you in the office.
We need to see you. We need to see you, Jacob, in the office now. And they politely promoted him to customer. And my question is, did the girlfriend go too far?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because 9 out of 10, there's a 9 out of 10 chance that she's going to forgive him and stay with him. And now he does not have a job. Okay.
And probably won't get another job in that industry because they're gonna be like,
blackballed him.
Right, because and it was bad judgment. It was bad judgment.
Bad judgment doesn't bad judgment doesn't deserve. I don't deserve to lose my source of income.
Right, and she wasn't on the team, so I get it. I think the argument is from the Spurs perspective is you're sleeping like it'd be different if he was just sleeping with somebody that wasn't related to anybody. I think okay, they could take that. But this is a sister's player. I'm sorry, this is a player's sister. A sister's player. Player's sister. What if that player gets mad? What if he's like, I don't like the way you're doing my sister?
Well,
now there's
that happens all the time. Are you telling me that there are no announcers that date players' sisters? Like that's like
not that you hear about. Well, I mean, you're probably right, but I mean, we don't hear about it, right? So, I mean, let me ask you this is a dumb question. If a tree falls in the woods and nobody heard it fall, did it really fall? You know what I mean? If we don't hear about it, we don't know. But I think the problem is, like, again, if he was just dating somebody else that wasn't connected to anybody on the team, I think he'd have been all right. But the fact that now this is a sister's, oh my God, I can't talk today. This is a player's sister. It just looks messy. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I agree with it, but I understand it. Because don't they have to sign like behavior clauses or something like that?
Yeah, but an announcer, he's not a player.
He still represents the team.
Well, my YouTube person agrees with you.
Yeah, he still represents like you can't, bro. You can't see the Braves a Braves announcer out here shooting dice with somebody. You can't do certain things. Like you can do it, but you better not be seen doing it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
So that was his fault. Well, how did she find out? I want to know. I wonder how she found out.
I think he was dumb enough to take
because men don't know how to cheat. That's basically
no. Now that is true. That is true. That's very true.
The bottom line.
True words have never been spoken. Mm-hmm. But he took a picture on somebody. There was a picture of him on Instagram with the girl kissing her.
Idiot.
Which is kind of dumb. Now, here's the thing that we don't know. she could have been doing that to get back at him because maybe he broke up with her.
Maybe.
And she found out about it. And now she's trying to be vindictive.
That's hard. But I wouldn't try to take, yeah.
But the lady's name who he was dating is Lindy Waters. I think is it Lindy Waters? No, it's Lauren Waters. Lindy is the player. So his sister's name is Lauren Waters. She is an award-winning filmmaker. She's on the top Forbes list under 30.
What?
She's in Filmmakers Magazine. New Faces of Independent Film. She's an executive director of the Lindy Waters III Foundation. So this isn't just some nobody. So she could have looked at the girl and got jealous and been like, "Oh, you left me for that?" And okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Probably did.
Okay.
Are they still together? The players? You think they still together?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. He don't have a job anymore. I don't know. You know, I don't know, man.
I don't think he should have been fired. I don't. Because
I see your point.
I don't think he should have been fired because like it's not like it was so far into the organization. Like it's not like he was dating the player's mom.
Right.
Like, come on now.
No, like who was that? Delonte West?
Yes.
That was dating LeBron and Delonte.
Was he really? But was that true?
Yes, that was true. I mean, you see, he was out of the league, don't you? The dude was homeless. Like, I'm not saying that LeBron had anything to do with that.
LeBron was probably pissed.
But I'm not saying he didn't either. I mean, this dude, he's been homeless. Like, there are pictures of him on the streets. Like, he has no money.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, he did. Again, now that's foul. That's foul.
Yeah.
You talk about somebody's mom, bro. We got to fight. We got to fight. Because again, a large part of the African American existence is talking about somebody's mama if they're your friend.
Okay.
And if you crack a joke about my mama,
what you say about my mama?
And you really are doing it, I got to fight you.
What you say about my mama?
You can't, right, exactly. You can't crack jokes that my other friends can crack because you're really doing it. You really are doing those things. So no, we got to fight. So
we fight.
I agree.
Yeah, you lying. You ain't lying.
I agree. Well, hey, that's the tea for this week. Miss Una, tell these folks where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube, The Universe. You can find me on Facebook on Una Nicole, UNA, and you can find me on Instagram at Universe, UNAVERSC HQ. And where else? Oh, TikTok, Soft Girl Shops.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, good deal. Well, hey, to everyone who watched, we thank you. We appreciate you. This was fun. Hopefully you'll come back next Saturday and we can do it again. You can see this show at Gideon T Wil on Facebook. So check it out. You can also see it on Miss Una's Facebook as well. And we will see you next week. So thanks everybody who showed up, and peace, two fingers. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
This movie was about
Lights, camera, action is going down. For my ATL movies, when we run this town with your host, T Wil, yeah, keeping it real. From the A to the screen, you can feel the thrill. Rolling with the classics, we're setting the pace. Highlighting the magic of our soulful space. Got the vibe, got the crew, making it tight. When the screen lights up, everything feels right. Grab your popcorn, let's make it loud. T Wil, T Wil. It's movie time, ATL style. Stand proud. From the silver screen to the hearts we steal. T Wil, T Wil. Every frame we capture is a real deal. Yeah. Talking premieres where the stars align. ATL views, yeah, they really shine behind the lens.
All right, that's it. That's it.
You there?